Starlink is great for getting internet anywhere in the world, but it has one major limitation right out of the box. The Starlink router does not have a built-in VPN. If you need to secure your connection, access home resources, or work remotely while on Starlink, you have two options: configure a VPN at the device level, like your phone or your laptop, or at the router level, using a GL.iNet trouble router. In this video, I'm going to walk you through both methods step by step, plus a critical MTU tweak that stops your VPN from making Starlink painfully slow. Before we dive into the software, let's get everything powered on. I'll boot up my Starlink dish, connect my Starlink router, and power on my GL.iNet router here at my desk. Before importing configs, we need to address a common issue: slow speeds or websites failing to load when using VPN on Starlink. Now this usually comes down to MTU, maximum transmission unit. A standard internet packet cap is 1,500 bytes. When you turn on WireGuard, it adds 40 bytes of header overhead for encapsulation. That puts your total packet size at 1,540 bytes, exceeding Starlink's ceiling. When packets exceed 1,500 bytes, Starlink has to fragment the data, break the data down. This causes latency spikes, silent drops, and drains your battery faster because your device is working twice as hard. To fix this, we dropped the WireGuard MTU threshold from its default down to 1,420. With the 40 byte overhead added, our total packet size stays at 1,460 bytes, well within Starlink's 1,500 limit. If you still experience drops, lower it slightly more to 1,360 to give Starlink's carrier grade NAT an extra buffer. I'll start with the phone and MacBook setups. So first, let's grab our WireGuard configuration files. Mine are stored on a home WireGuard server running on my Raspberry Pi. I can download the config files using diffdesk. I'll start by opening up diffdesk and head to the Explorer tab. Let me first authenticate via SSH using my saved credentials. I'll head to the Raspberry Pi config file directory. And by the way, this is the default PiVPN config folder. Now I will download the phone, laptop, and GL.iNet config file and save them to my Google Drive. And now we're all set and we can configure my Pixel phone. First, go ahead and download the official WireGuard app from the Google Play Store. Now the next thing we'll do is import the phone config file that is located in my Google Drive. Now that it's in, let me accommodate for the VPN encapsulation. Click on the profile and choose edit. Set the MTU to 1,420 and save it. At this point, you can enable and disable your phone VPN as you please. Next up, we'll need to configure my MacBook Pro. Head to the WireGuard app in the App Store and install it. Let me open it up and click on Import Tunnels from File. I'll select my MacBook profile from my Google Drive. And before I forget, let me update the MTU to 1,420. At the bottom of the interface section, save it, and now you can activate and deactivate your WireGuard VPN from the app. I typically enable and disable it from the quick launch. And now for the router level setup. Running WireGuard directly on the GL.iNet router protects all connected devices automatically without setting up each phone or tablet or MacBook individually. There's two ways to configure your GL.iNet router: the Starlink bypass mode configuration that disables the Starlink router completely and uses the GL.iNet router exclusively, and the standard configuration where the router repeats the Starlink internet signal. You can put your Starlink router into bypass mode to eliminate a double hop. But for travel, standard repeater mode is much more flexible. It allows you to keep both Wi-Fi networks active without reconfiguration. Turn on the GL.iNet router, head to the admin page at 192.168.8.1. There's usually a default password. There's no internet because the router doesn't have internet that it can repeat. I'll need to connect it to the Starlink internet first. Head to the internet section and click on connect in the repeater section. Choose your Starlink internet. At this point, GL.iNet router is repeating the Starlink internet. Now that the internet is set up, we can configure the VPN. Head to the VPN section and click on the WireGuard client. Create your WireGuard group. Then I'll choose the GL.iNet VPN profile from my Google Drive to import it. Once it uploads, click on the horizontal ellipsis and click on edit to set the MTU. In the interface section, add the MTU property and set it to 1,420. Apply the changes. Now if you go to the VPN dashboard, you can enable and disable the VPN client. To prevent IP leaks if Starlink momentarily drops, go to Global Options and enable Block Non-VPN Traffic or Kill Switch. Now, if the VPN drops, internet access is paused until VPN is reestablished. You'll see your Starlink Wi-Fi and your GL.iNet Wi-Fi. Just make sure to choose your GL.iNet Wi-Fi so that you're always protected. And that's it, your Starlink internet is protected using the GL.iNet WireGuard VPN. Now you can work anywhere in the world and access all of your network resources. I'll see you guys next time.